Hi, welcome back to Fallout. Um, I'm kind of upset today because I tried to record some.
Yeah?
See you later. You don't seem so.
Hey there. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Anyway, the point. What I was trying to say. I'm trying to record Oblivion earlier, and it just was not fucking working. And I don't know. Tried like 500 different things, and it just kept screwing up, and so I'm playing this to calm myself because I'm still I'm having not. It's not that I don't like Oblivion. It's just that was so ungodly awful that like it's just like I just can't do it right now. I can't. Unfortunately, just it's not something I can do. I just play that right now.
Come on, boys!
I really wanted to,
Fresh meat!
but
I'm gonna eat your... Ah!
whatever. Who cares? SOS, it's someone help. It's not healthy for me to feel this. Why? Oh, you are making this hard. Can't take it if it don't feel right. SOS. Someone help. Oop. It's not healthy for me to feel this. Why? Yeah, I'm already coming down playing this. I know it's stupid. Like I said, I don't hate Oblivion or anything. I love playing Oblivion. I just can't handle how fucking annoying it was.
Yeah, tear 'em apart!
It was awful.
This is gonna be fun!
Utterly, it was. I tried. I think it's working now, so hopefully I can get that episode recorded. I've recorded this Fallout stuff
You like that?
way in advance, so
God damn, I'm
this
glad
happened a
that
while
wasn't
ago.
me.
But what the fuck was that noise? It sounded like I was failing, repeating a quest or failing a quest or something. Oh, 556 rounds. Whatever. Anyway, my point is, I don't know what my point is right now. So, pharmacy key. I don't know what my point is now. I'm just pissed off, I guess. Oops. Oh, hey, got it. Cool. Disengage lock. Computer nerd.
We're back. Somebody open up the...
Oh shit.
Hang on. Something ain't right here.
Shit. Off play ID. Not that it's a big deal or anything, but might as well turn this bad boy on. Grab pharmacy supplies.
Loading personality. Robco R04
Shit.
V9. Office helper.
Thank you. Help.
Running default office protocol. Error. Loading daily agenda. Error. Security breach detected. Please stand back.
Okay, so doing all this for once we get that new Coca-Cola perk to convert them to quantum, because we need as much quantum as possible if I want to complete Sierra Petrovita's quest. If I can. Which means
meet Zach.
Do not
50?
attempt
Yeah.
to flee.
Want to
Justice
dance, meat?
will
Let's
be
dance.
administered
Go!
swiftly and fairly.
So, whatever.
I'm gonna tear you up. Yeah! Tear them apart!
Die.
Target
Oh, I'm so scared, man.
5.
Oh, gods.
The area until order has been restored.
You wanna be my new boyfriend?
No, I don't. You see, I like boys. Not dipshits.
Kick ass!
Hold
Oh,
it
man, I-
right
Wanna dance, Pete?
there.
Let's dance! You like that, huh?
Good hustle, lady. Anyway, let's get down to business. So, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to join the regulated, unfortunately. Unless there's a mod that makes it so that you don't have to be high. But what I am going to get is a speech bobblehead. I forget which one of these it is, but I'm going to get them all at some point. But the speech bobblehead, at least. Oh god, I gotta see these alive. Speech bobblehead. I'm gonna disable the mod that makes that converts the bobbleheads to be their original, their vanilla version. I'm gonna use what the Tale of Two Wastelands update does that I currently have disabled, or not disabled, but I currently have a mod that changes it back to vanilla, which is +1 to whatever special bobblehead you get, and then the +10 to whatever, you know. What was I gonna say? +10 to whatever skill you it is. So that's what I have on right now. But once I get to the speech bobblehead, which I'm gonna get, actually, hold on a second. All right, so I just looked up where the speech bobblehead is, and while technically speaking, it's over in Paradise Falls, which is, I forget the exact location. It's around the western part of this whole place. What Tale of Two Wastelands did apparently is switch charisma and speech bobbleheads. So we're going to Vault 108. A little bit earlier than I had necessarily intended, but you know, oh well. Oh, that's gonna take me to. All right, I'm gonna be on my way. I suppose I can leave. Or should I just pause it? I'll pause it till either something interesting happens or I get to the vault safely. Whichever one happens. Alright, so I'm getting fairly close to Vault 108 here. So I figured I'd start it up and record off the rest of the way in. Just because, well, there hasn't really been anything interesting. Just a few raiders. Right here, let's do this. You know, maybe what I kind of want to do is just grab all of the bobbleheads. I might have to go ahead and grab all the bobbleheads. kind of want to. Is the thing. Because I want to get them eventually anyway. Like, I mean, I kind of want, like, I figure I might as well get them all while I'm hunting for this one. You know? At least most of them. I know there's at least one that's locked behind story progression. So obviously that one is not, we're not gonna be getting for a little while. But the others, hey Mr. Mole Rat. Oops, I didn't mean to go there. Ah, whatever, we can just explore.
Ah, Gary.
Ah! Gary! Gary 33. Gonna collect at least one jumpsuit of every vault. That's my plan currently.
Gary!
Ah!
Gary!
Gary. He's all ruined and burned, okay. Ha ha ha.
Gary? Hmm?
Gary. Gary?
Gary? Hmm?
Gary? Gary. Gary. Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Gary!
Gary. Gary? Gary. Gary. Gary.
Ah,
Gary. Oop. Gary. Ha ha ha. Gary. Sure, I'll take that. Gary. I should just say Gary for the rest. No. That's stupid. That's a stupid idea, I'm sorry. But welcome to the best vault, anyway. The Gary vault. This is the best vault in any Fallout game. Don't even try to at me, okay? Gary is an icon. You're nothing compared to Gary, okay? Literally nothing. Oh, I didn't even say that. That way I found it. Ripping peppers, I guess. Everything? Yeah. This is the way to go. That takes you back outside. Thankfully I have an animal friend. Gary! Gary! So, mole ratties have nothing on me to care about. Unfortunately, I don't have Animal Friend rank 2, so they're not going to attack anything for me. But, you know, I don't really need them to. I just like not having to kill most animals. Fortunately, I still have to kill Death Claws. Not that nice to me. Cloning lab. Presumably, where all the Garys came from. Gary! Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Open sesame. Open in here. What? 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 Tell me what? Tell me open the door. Open the gates. Why is there so many coffee mugs, dude? seize the day. No one can pay us, no one can make us give our rights away. Arise and seize the day. Open the gates and seize the day. So that seems to be the way to get the thingy.
Ah, Gary.
I wonder if we can ever
Gary!
find Gary 12, or Gary 1 rather. Soda bottles.
Gary?
Oh,
Gary? Hmm?
that's a lot of Garys. Gary? You know what? Fine. We're gonna grab this. Open the gates and
Gary!
Gary!
Gary. Gary! Gary!
Gary! Stop shooting me, Gary! I'm your one and only friend in the world. Fine. Okay. Speech bobblehead. So first I'm gonna save and make sure this worked. Now hire any companion regardless of your karma. Beautiful. Now I just gotta turn that mod back on. And here we go. I bet this was Gary 1.
Gary!
Shut up, 41. You're not even worth being called a Gary. You know, I don't see any fucking snails. Okay? Why is this called Gary? Or why are these people called Gary if there's no snails? Okay, that's an important question that I don't hear answered often enough. Or at all. Where is the pink-shelled snails? Where? Where are they? I think I missed, like, computer terminals that explain the vault.
Ah, Gary.
I'm pretty sure there is an explanation, or at least there's lore behind the Gary Vault. I know that for sure. I just don't know where the fuck it is. Ah, swimming pool. I thought I already went in. No one can make us give our rights away. Password bypass. That sounds. Boop. Oh. Open the gates. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Rise her to ever, down to forever. Boom, 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 boom. Ha ha ha. Carry. Okay, so I was here. No one can make us give our rights away. Right. So. Intriguing. Intriguing indeeding. I feel like I've definitely messed up. I've just been poorly exploring things and I'm stupid. Seems to have been everywhere in this. Open the gates and see the nothing up there. Or down there rather, or in there rather. Yeah, I've been in all the rooms in here. Well, for this vault, I'm pretty sure is basically like a place that had like 3 times as much ammunition, like munitions as should be, or as there like regularly should be, or whatever. Or like, I mean, it should, all the ammunition should have been there. It was assigned there. It's just compared to like regular vaults that have like way more munitions or some shit. And then the overseer is like the only one who had any control, and then yada 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 yada. Bunch of Garys got cloned. What the fuck?
Gary!
Gary?
Aha! Found it!
Why is a bunch of Garys?
Oh! That's it, that's it.
Garys, why are you all in Tunnel Snake outfits? I know it was a Wild Wasteland thing, but that very surprised me, taking Tunnel Snake outfits. Okay. Gary'd up, I guess. Also, I believe... yeah. I want to go there. Can I wait? Just like if I have to be indoors to wait, maybe? Basically, I want to go see Gaaaaaaaary Commons. Both to do that quest there and also to upgrade the merchants that are there.
Warning! Hostile.
You're what? Sorry, you didn't finish. No one can make us give our rights away. Arise and seize the day. Oh, Canterbury Commons. Hello. Hello, Mr. Canterbury, or Mr. Commons if you prefer. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Tremble before the might of the antagonizer.
You'll never get away with terrorizing this town. Not while it's under the protection of the Mechanist.
I heard
You and
something.
your pathetic tin cans are no match for my army.
The citizens of this town have nothing to fear. The Mechanist is here to protect them.
Ha! We'll see about that. Attack, my ant soldiers. Destroy this fool and his tin toys.
Go forth, my steadfast creations. Show these vermin humanity's true power.
Face it, Mechanists. Humans and their toys are done for. They killed themselves off with their petty wars.
Humans may wield the
Gotta be
power,
honest, it looks
but our
like the
creations
ants are
are
winning.
strong and pure. Something you'll never be.
Fool! Humanity's creations were the seeds of their undoing. And now, the world will belong to the antagonizer.
Not while the world is protected by me, the Mechanist.
Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize for the rude welcome. Those two have been a bit of a problem lately. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. For what that's worth.
What was all that about?
The, Mechanist and the Ant Agonizer. That's just what they call themselves. It's ridiculous, I know. A while ago, we were attacked by the Ant Agonizer, that woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. Well, that was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger, and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave.
Might be able to help.
Oh, that's terrific. I knew you'd help out. Knew it in my gut, and it's never steered me wrong on a deal yet. Find where the Ant Agonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps. You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other.
I'll do it.
Great. I'm relieved to know the situation will be quickly resolved. Let me know if I can be of assistance to you. Oh, and please, do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty of would-be heroes starting wars in the streets. We don't need another.
Can I ask you more about the antagonizer and the Mechanist?
If it'll help, I'm glad to.
Can you tell me about the antagonist?
And one day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit the earth, stuff like that. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town something to talk about. But when the mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, it got real nasty.
Uh-huh. What about the mechanist?
The mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the ant agonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to fight her. Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were.
Know anything else that would tell me?
My nephew Derek might know more about them. I swear it's all I can do to keep him from running into the fight whenever they come out. He might know more about where you can find them, but don't encourage the poor boy. He's had enough close calls.
That's enough about them.
We used to have a better mechanic, but that didn't work out so well. I'll see what I can do.
Excuse me. Oh, you're kind of pathetic, dude. No offense. Alright. Anything to trade?
You can usually find one of the trade caravans at the entrance to town. They come through every day or two. Other than them, Porter's always got food for sale down at the diner.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about Caravan Collins?
Ha! Damn near everything, I
Sorry.
suspect. I founded the place myself, and I'm the reason this place stays fat and happy.
Why do the traders come here?
Because I asked them to, I suspect. I grew up in these trade caravans, known most of them my whole life. I founded this place with my sister Daisy back in the day. Perfect stop along the caravan circuit.
How organized are they?
They're just small caravans that make rounds through the wastes, hawking their wares from Paradise Falls to Rivet City.
Take
They
me
won't trade
down
with
to the
anyone who's hit their
Paradise
friends, but
to
that's about as
Rivet
organized as they get.
We thought about organizing the traders into a unified group?
I had thought about it, but some of these wasteland traders, well, they aren't exactly the organizational type. It'd take a pretty savvy businessman to make it worth their while to work together. Frankly, I'm not sure even I'm up to the task.
That's a real shame. I have all these caps to throw at ragtag traders to get their crap together.
That certainly is quite a lot of caps. It really would be a shame for those to go to waste, wouldn't it? I suppose I can call in a few favors with the caravans, talk with them about their inventory. Must keep the customers happy, right?
Oh, yes.
So you just let me know what you'd like to see from the caravans, and I'll let them know what to focus on.
Okay, let's talk about weapons.
Then you'd be looking for Lucky Harith, adventurer, martial artist, and occasional collector of the most deadly items known to mankind. He's a bit of an eccentric, but he deals in more weaponry than you can shake a sharp stick at. In fact, he's probably got a sharp stick, too.
He should expand his inventory.
Harith's got quite a lot of weapons, but I'm sure he could improve his stock. An investment of 200 caps should see to that nicely.
Oh God, sorry, I have such a bad cough. Here's 200 caps.
Excellent. Harith will be delighted. He usually is by most things, really.
Should expand his inventory further.
If Harith were a less reputable man, I'm sure he could use his armory to collect even more weapons. But he's a merchant, not a raider, so it's legitimate means only. Like a legitimate investment of 500 caps.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I just have another thing stuck in my throat. God, goodness gracious.
An investment in weaponry is usually returned in short order, after all. I'll inform Harith.
Should expand.
That simply isn't feasible, I'm afraid. Harith's gear already rivals some mercenary armies. Anything further would be asking for trouble.
Okay. Weapons?
What sort?
Okay. Talk about armor.
Our man Crow handles most armor and clothing out on the trail.
Okay.
He grew up a tribal, but he traded in his loincloth for much snappier apparel long ago.
Expand.
It takes a fair amount of capital to expand into higher quality material, you know. Improving Crow's wardrobe would require a one-time investment of, say, 200 caps.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. That's just got lumps stuck in my throat. 200 caps.
Excellent. I'll send word to Crow right away.
Expand.
Crow's armor is already rather extensive, but I'm sure it could be even more impressive for a one-time investment of 500 caps.
That's a good investment. Here's 500
Isn't
caps.
it, though? I'll send this right along to Crow.
Expand.
At this point, the merchandise of our man Crow is the best in the Wasteland. I fear it's beyond improvement with further investments.
That's what you think. Okay. Enough.
What sort?
Okay. Talk food and click.
Ah, then you'll be wanting Doc Hoff, or the Good Doctor, as he
I
prefers.
am a surgeon.
He prescribes everything from a
I
good
am a
meal to
surgeon.
stim packs to things
I
that'll make
am
your
a
brain get
surgeon.
up and dance.
I'm just so sick today. God. You should expand his inventory, though.
The Good Doctor's lab equipment isn't cheap. It'll cost about 200 caps for him to offer higher quality material.
Dang, 200 caps. I don't know if I can afford. I can't.
Excellent.
Okay,
I'll send word to the Good Doctor right away.
You should expand it further.
At this
though.
point, it would be hard to improve Doc's medicine cabinet without a significant investment.
Oh, man,
Say
really?
500 caps should suffice for him to offer a whole cornucopia of pharmacopoeia.
I don't think pharmacopoeia is a word. Here's 500 caps.
Isn't it, though? I'll send this right along to him.
Expand?
As much as it hurts me to say it, there's really only so much that money can buy. The Good Doctor's supply cannot be improved at this point.
Okay. Food and chems?
What sort of better living?
Oh, wait, that's what I already did. What about misc goods?
That'd be Crazy Wolfgang. He does repairs and general supplies, but he prefers to call himself a junk dealer.
That's hot.
As he says, he's overjoyed to assist those who have a deep need for his junk.
That's hot.
He's just like that. Says it catches people's attention.
Okay. Sorry, just one last coughing fit. Goodness. Wide
With an investment of about 200 caps, I'm sure he could improve the quality of his materials, or at least offer more of them.
That's a good investment. Here's
Excellent.
200 caps.
I'll see to it right away.
He should offer even more.
At
junk.
this point, it would require another pack Brahmin to carry his wares. But for 500 caps, I think he could offer more.
That's a good investment. Here's 500
Isn't it,
caps.
though? I'll inform Wolfgang immediately.
Should expand?
At the moment, Wolfgang's practically carrying an entire junkyard with him. Anything more, and he'll have trouble with the traveling part of being a traveling salesman.
Okay.
I'm sure Crazy...
Enough. Directions? Food.
You'll want to talk with Joe Porter over in Dot's Diner.
Where's Dot?
I don't know who Dot was, but I'm sure Porter's food does her memory proud.
Oh. Where the caravan set up?
When they're in town, you can find the caravan trader out front of the town. They say it's a good way to catch a visitor's eye.
That's all I need to know. Goodbye. Heyo. Open the gate. Fancy. No one can make us give our rights away. Oh, Derek, I know where they are, but I'm still gonna talk to you, child. Don't be weird about it, though. Derek? Wake up, kid.
Hey,
I gotta talk to you.
oh man, did you see it? Did you see it? The antagonizer was all like, "Fear me!" But the mechanist was all, "Stop, evildoer!"
Yeah, I saw it. What can you tell me about him?
The antagonizer, she's this evil supervillain who's trying to wipe out humans with her ants. And the mechanist protects us with his robots. And when they fight in town, it's incredible! There's all these lasers and biting and blood, and it's crazy! And then my uncle says I need to stay inside. He says it's dangerous. This is serious business, Derek.
Anyone ever get hurt?
You think they're neat too, huh? It's not like they ever hurt anyone. Well, not like really badly hurt or anything. Dom and Machete make sure everyone gets inside when they fight like that. Though sometimes I sneak out to watch. The traders and the slavers and the raiders, they don't like the antagonizer or the mechanist. They say they're bad for business. But that's dumb. The ants and the robots rip them to shreds. That shows them.
What do you know about him?
You mean the superheroes? Yeah. I'll try to watch all of their fights.
What are their superpowers? Do they have any weaknesses?
That's easy. The Antagonizer's suit makes her super agile, but I guess her ants are pretty weak on their own. Just watch out for her royal guard. The Mechanist robots are a lot tougher, and his suit makes him super smart. I don't think he has any weaknesses. Well, maybe one. Since he's a good guy, he's not as ruthless as the Antagonizer. Like, he'd never hurt an innocent like me, if he could help it.
Wait, can you tell me about
I don't know much
Antagonizer?
about her, except she really, really doesn't like people. That's kinda cool. I mean, sometimes people are jerks. I think her lair is somewhere in the caves to the north of the city. I've seen her ants down there once in a while. Joe Porter said he found out something about her, but my uncle won't let him tell me. He says, don't encourage the poor boy.
Why can't you tell me about the Mechanist?
I knew the Mechanist back when he was just a normal hero. He used to be called Scott. Then he fixed up stuff around town. But one day, the Antagonizer killed his favorite robot, and I told him he ought to fight back against her like a real superhero. Ever since then, he's been up on his forge, and the back of the robot shop on the hill, working to protect us all from the Antagonizer.
Oh, wow. Know anything else that can help me
No
stop him?
way! Don't stop them, they're awesome! Unless, maybe you're going to be a superhero too. You could be called Super Humongous and fight them with an army of super mutants!
That's enough. Can you tell me about the comics?
It's okay, I guess. I heard it's safer than most places, because the raiders don't bother us. But I've never been anywhere else, so I don't know. I've never been anywhere else, so I can't really say, but yeah, it's okay.
Directions?
Uncle Ro and I live in the Old Town Hall, and Mr. Porter runs the diner across the street. It's not really a big place, you know?
Okay, that's
Say hi to the mech.
Okay, man. Can I, like, wait at all? Oh, I can. Just wait. Beautiful.
Whatever you can do to help our town, we'd appreciate it.
Okay. No one can make us. Excuse me. Alright. So I suppose. Oh, hey. Mr. Trader. What do you have for me? After I helped you out so much. You have a flying. Oh, no.
Welcome, sir or madam, to Crazy Wolfgang's traveling junk store, the depot of detritus, the shop of slop, and the caravan of crap. Now, what odds and ends can I, the craziest of all possible Wolfgangs, offer to you?
No, your tree carrot.
I scour the wasteland for the very best pieces of trash, the height of detritus, and the veritable pick of the litter. It's all valuable to someone. And I always make sure to make my rounds through Canterbury Commons. Their mayor, Rowe, always has a place for a clever junk man like myself.
Huh. Can you repair something?
Whatever you've got.
Oh, you got 100 repair. That's nice. I don't think I really need anything to be repaired though. So that's. What do you
Crazy Wolfgang's got just what you need. Assuming you need the random junk that I've got.
That's all.
Give me a shot.
I have to go.
See?
Goodbye, sir. Just getting some stim packs for the road. Who are you? Just a guard?
When you find those two
Machete.
costume idiots, put a bullet in their heads for me. What do you want?
Not Danny
Can't you see I'm
Trejo. He's in
busy?
New Vegas. I'm new in town. What is this?
This is Canterbury Commons, where dirty old lechers get rid of everything they picked up on the road. Unless it's not treatable, that is. And I'm Machete. Dom and me make sure nobody starts anything stupid in town. Keep that in mind, okay?
Do you know anything about the Antagonizer or the Mechanist?
I know Dom doesn't want me just killing them. He and the Mechanist used to be friends or something. All I know is, next time they come to town, I bet I could solve the whole problem with one bullet for each of them.
What can you tell me about Canterbury Commons?
This whole place would fall apart if it weren't for Dom and me keeping anyone from causing too much trouble. Fat old Roe may think he runs the place, but it's only because Dom lets the idiot.
It's kind of rude, but directions?
Busy. Go ask someone else.
I guess I'll be going then. Oh yeah, this dude said something about knowing something about.
Hi there. See you later, alligator.
Sorry.
Just stumbled into town? You sure picked a fine day for it, with the crazies out there. Here, have a drink on the house. Welcome to Canterbury. I'm Joe Porter. I make sure folks around here can get a meal when they need it.
Canterbury Commons looks like a pretty nice place.
We do our best. Well, Dom and Ro do their best. I just make sure they've got enough food so they can keep on doing their best. You ever find yourself starving around here, drop by Dot's Diner. We don't charge much, but don't expect any more freebies.
Anything about Antagonizer the Mechanist?
You mean apart from having cheesy names? Actually, I think I might know something useful. One of the traders told me she sounded like a girl he used to know. Girl's whole family was wiped out by ants. Not long before she showed up here. But they never found any trace of her body. Said her name was Tanya Kristoff. That might just be our little antagonizer.
But can you tell me about Canterbury?
Best place I ever worked in. And I guess I've worked about everywhere there is. We get some weird types passing through, but it's stable enough for a guy to make an honest living. I don't really see what more a man could ask for.
I get some directions.
Sure. You certainly came to the right person.
Caravan.
What do you like? I swear, those boys can't...
I'm sorry you did not.
They usually sell their stuff out front of the town. Never seem to stick around for long, though. I swear, those boys can't tolerate staying in one place for too long.
Alright, that's all. Goodbye. Let's go talk to this anti-agonizer. Waha. Wahoo. Whoopee. I, the powerful Palamadus, will destroy the antagonizer once and for all. With my superhuman abilities. I did not even see the mine that almost killed me. I have no idea how that happened. I have no idea how I disabled that fucking mine. Oh, Miss Ant! Wait, this is not the antagonist? I feel like... This is like weird. I don't know what that was. Oh! Oh. Okay. I see. I see, said the blind man. Okay, let's keep on going. You know, for an antagonizer layer, there's not a whole lot of ants. I wonder if there are any aunts? Like Aunt May? Boop. Maybe the ants will be underground. There's a big truck. That sounds like anties. They don't breathe fire or some ridiculous nonsense like that, am I right? That would just be crazy. Insanity. You understand? Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. And you're deadly. Dead as the man in the world. I don't know what I'm saying. The world has changed. I feel it in the water. Much that once was now lost. Forgotten now. Who remembers? That's all you're getting, is my poorly paraphrased, my poorly practiced and performed perception of the introduction.
So at last, you've penetrated the court of the antagonizer, queen of all
Phrasing.
ants. Were you sent by that meddling mechanist? He'll learn that no one can stand before my royal regimen of fighting ants. Explain yourself. Why shouldn't I have my pretties kill you where you stand?
First, I will kill him. Ahem. Your days of terrorizing this town are over. Give up, and you won't get hurt.
Ha ha! You would walk here and presume to command me? Humanity's time has come to an end. Your kind died because it knew only petty bickering and wars. But not so, the noble ant. It works with its brethren, knowing only loyalty and duty. And this is why they have grown, while humanity crumbled. Once I've finished with that pathetic mechanist, I will be free to spread my colonies across the wastes.
Gross. Listen, Tanya, you can have a lot of life left of you if you take off this silly ant costume.
You're wrong. Humans are cruel, hurtful beasts. They can't be saved. We can't be. I can't go back. But I can't keep doing this. I can't be as bad as they were. Please, I think I've made some terrible mistakes. If you really think I still have a chance, just let me go. I'll give you the suit. No one ever has to see the antagonizer again. Just please, let me have another chance.
No, you don't have your suit. You don't have your chance at all. Time to die. Good luck to you. I hope you find whatever it is you need.
Thank you. I don't know how I can just thank you.
Foolish woman. But now, the antagonist will return. Stronger, more perfect than ever before. As a man, a perfect man, thus far better than you ever were. Also a sexist man. Oh. I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna skip your suit. Hope you don't mind. Anya! I'm taking all this. Do I need all this? No. I'm taking it anyway. Tanya, I'm scared there's a big skull in here. Oh, this is where you slept? Slept like a little baby. Oh, cute. Oh. Ach. Never mind, no one's chewing this time. Ave Maria. What the hell? What the fuck? What? Oh, I'm stupid. What once? Why once? But now am found. 'Cause I like to eat cheese. I love it when I stab ants with my katana. Oh yeah, you know what? I looked up some information about the Sheen because I didn't know they were in Fallout 1 or I don't remember. I think Fallout 2. They were like a real faction, and they're apparently Chinese. They're like descended from Chinese. So I don't know if I was just like stupid for thinking that katanas and samurai stuff is Japanese, because I know samurai is definitely Japanese. So maybe it wasn't samurai outfit, and I was just being like kind of accidentally racist or something. But, or maybe just the mod author was wrong? Or not the mod author, yeah, the mod author. Maybe the mod author was wrong about giving them katanas and stuff. Because, like, surely, because I don't think katanas are like a Chinese thing, are they? I thought they were just strictly Japanese. I'm not really knowledgeable on weapons in other cultures or anything, or even like American or European cultures, but like, I was like pretty sure katanas and samurai are, for the most part, at the very least, they're for the most part like just straight up just gun runners. What the fuck?
Welcome, sir. This is the New Vegas branch of the...
New Vegas, huh? You aren't in New Vegas, though. Wendy Boy? Oh, Vendy Boy. Huh. Interesting. Ammo. Do you have any 10 millimeters? Sure. Bye. Thanks for the... I don't know if that was added by Wasteland or a different mod, but it's useful to know that Gaaaaaaaary Comics has a gun runner's arsenal. For now. Dun, 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 dun. The save actually protected that thing from having a bullet. Obviously not the vendor. Like the outside. Like the building itself, I was about to shoot it. Oh, Deathclaw Gauntlet. Beautiful. I love the Deathclaw Gauntlet. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it to the Deathclaw Gauntlet because I feel like I always forget.
There you are. Were you trying to hide from me?
Yes.
I miss you.
Yes. Weirdo. Hello. Ich heiße, not here to hurt. Ja. Ja, ich heiße not here to hurt. Can't take it anymore, Bob. I don't trust those turrets in Sector A. I swear I saw one track me the other day when I left work a little late. That thing opens up on me. Screwed. The bastard Fed suspended workman's comp as part of the war effort. Hell. Snake helped. Snake? Snake! Helped me smuggle in some pulse grenades that I locked away in the box under my desk. I tried one out on our handy at the house, and the missus nearly killed me. Knocks him out like a light. If you ever need one, just grab my key from behind my terminal and use it to unlock the box. You can't say I never did anything for you. See you around, buddy. Oh, and stop throwing these staples over me. They're on the floor, and you know how I like to take my shoes off during the day. Weirdo. I don't see a key here, sir. Oh wait, unless... Oh, was that... Oh, was the staples, like, it's supposed to give you a hint as to where this guy is. Well, I don't see any staples here, so it didn't work, but got the key. I don't know if I'm actually going to use these grenades, but you know, it's beautiful to know that I have them. More Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola.
Attention.
Hostile detected.
This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm, up to and including death, if you remain in the area. This is required by law.
Okay, okay.
Status report. Green. All systems within acceptable operating parameters.
Yes, yes, yes. Please make sure the main platform in the repair sector. Properly raised for release of repair bots from pods. All units receive firmware programmed to make their way up to main altitudes to the way to pick up. Let's get them there safely, not repeat last week's accident involving the truck falling to a lower level. That use of air costs us time, money, and comparison with the company and our DCTA counterpart. Operate lift. Lower rate. I mean, I can locate the platform right there, but okay. Whatever you say, little guy. Shut down security in Sector B. I didn't really do much since I already made my way through Sector B, but hey. Well, maybe I can shut down Sector A now. Yeah. Shut down the turrets at least. What is this? Valid decryption.
No surrender.
Okay, I don't know what that means. No surrender? Okay, fine. Fine, you wanna play like that? You wanna play like that?
How do you like that?
Let's get out of here. Mechanist is full. Come on, Mechanist. Me and you. Hell of a time. Oh yeah, also I kind of wanted to clear this. Clear this. MJ and I will have a hell of a time flying for congressional style. My speech skill is maxed out, I forgot. That's why I didn't forget. Oh, I want some coffee. Okay. Okay. Oh. Lights are still. Maybe a little overboard, but it's cool.
Well done. You have defeated the vile antagonizer, and you've brought back her suit so that we may destroy the last taint of her villainy. Hand it to me, and I'll make sure that no one else can ever bear the mantle of the foul antagonizer.
How about we pause for a little and put things in perspective?
Quickly then. Evil never pauses to contemplate its actions, so I see little reason that we should either.
There's a kid in that town that adores you, that's put at risk every time you fight.
Is that true? Have I really become a threat to the town?
A little bit,
Am
yeah.
I really the villain here?
Yes.
Does this mean I should stop myself?
Yes.
I guess I could just give up my suit and stop being the mechanist. But I couldn't face the town after causing that much trouble. Here, please, take the suit. I don't want to think about it anymore.
Okay. Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. Cocktail. Don't have anything for that. What did it say, bud? first research and development of cybernetic implants conducted exclusively for the military. Several big companies were prepared to go for the next step towards general commercialization. However, despite the fact that the technology itself was solid, more or less, multiple studies was not yet ready to accept these products. No single company alone could change. Other problems associated with the commercialization. That group was founded. These cornerstones are. Okay. Cool. Let's go finish this quest and then we'll end us out here. End the episode. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. In hell. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, 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 fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Jesus. That was not something I particularly enjoyed. Oh, I'm going to break my legs. Nope.
When you find those two costume idiots, put a bullet in their heads for me.
Yeah. Come on, here.
With all of that fighting, I never did get to give you the official welcome to the town, did I?
I guess not.
Welcome to Canterbury Commons, home of traders, caravanners, and most of all of excellent bargains. Here for business or pleasure?
What's on tap?
Most of the caravans that come through, their fondest desire is to spend a few days off the road and to get a full stomach. We've got good food in the diner, and we try to keep it nice and peaceful here, when that's an option, of course.
Take care of both of them. There won't be any more fighting in the streets.
That's grand. I do believe it's fair to say you've saved Canterbury. And unlike that mechanist, you did so with significantly less stress all around. Now, I do believe this is our agreed-upon payment for your fine services rendered, and a little bonus as a special thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. I'll be on my way. And I'm idolized now. I'm the perfect person.
Town's a lot safer now.
No need to thank me.
Thanks.
Okay. I suppose that's it then for this episode, at least.
Eating right?
Bye-bye.
Hope so.